Okay, so welcome everyone. This is a short training on the concepts of AI. Right, you must have heard about different terms related to AI. We say traditional AI, we talk about AI agents, we talk about agentic AI. Now, how many of you know what are the differences between this? Right, so that is what I'm going to talk about it so that you understand what exactly it is and where you are and how you should be improving on it. The purpose is to let you know where you are and what next you should be doing so that you use AI tools in the very best possible way, right? So this particular training is going to talk about the definitions, the difference, and obviously I'm going to relate it to my real-time case studies, right? I'm not going to just talk about theories. I'll tell you how I have been using all this into my own business, which you are seeing, but you are not able to relate to it, right? So these are the three terms: traditional AI, AI agent, and agentic AI. I know you must have all heard about all these terms, right? Now, what are the definitions? Let's understand the definition of traditional AI. Traditional AI means what? A system where you give one input and you get one output. It's a straight line, process, right? It does not plan. It does not remember your last conversation. It does not check anything. You ask it and it will give you the answer, right? That's the whole relationship. And mostly AI tools which coaches are using is like a chatbot kind of a thing. You ask, it will answer. That's it. That is what is called traditional AI or generative AI, right? You give one input, you get one output. That's it. Fair? That is the traditional AI, conventional AI, or generative AI. Now let's talk about AI agent. What is an AI agent? So an AI agent is built on one specific job. Remember, inside that job, it will do multiple things from start to finish. So it has a goal. When you give it a goal, it will do multiple other things, right? And it will come with a decision-making ability to figure out what is the best possible outcome. So it is not just answering to what input you have given, it is doing also. Now imagine you have an employee and you have given your employee one job. Let's say you tell your employee to go to the bank and deposit a check. Let's say, for example, now that employee may be using his own vehicle or maybe hiring an auto or cab. He'll ride the cab, pay the cab driver, reach the bank, put the, deposit the check, take the receipt, come back home, right? These are the things. So AI agent is like that. It will perform one task, start to finish, right? Can you see the difference? AI agent means it has a job to start and finish. And within that job, it will do multiple things. Correct? Now comes agentic AI. So this is a bigger system. In this particular agentic AI system, what it does, it plans, it takes some tools, additional tools as well. It remembers all of your chats and instructions, and it does multiple, run for multiple outcomes, right? And what it does is it actually understands what you exactly are looking for. So what happens compared to AI agent, how it is different? Remember, AI agent and agentic AI we are talking about. So agentic AI runs the entire business process. It does not do only one job. Remember, AI agents who are doing one work. So you can say this is a group of multiple AI agents working together to run an entire process. Is it clear? Generative AI or traditional AI, then AI agent and agentic AI. Now I'll be showing you, this difference here. Can you see on the screen? Let me just zoom it a little bit. Okay. Dipanshuji, can I complete and then come back to you? Okay. So here is a comparison chart which I am saying you. So this is the dimension traditional AI, AI agent and agentic AI. Autonomy. Autonomy in traditional AI, there is no autonomy here. It waits for every input. Unless until you give an input, it will not give you any output, right? AI agent owns one task end to end, and agentic AI owns an entire multiple step outcome. Memory. Here, traditional AI, it is stateless. AI agent, task level memory. Till the time it is doing the task, it will keep your things in your memory. And agentic AI, this is the short and long-term memory across the whole system, right? Third, tools use. It is not using any tools. Here, AI agent, this is using some fixed set of tools. And agentic AI, this is using multiple agents, dynamically selecting tools on its own. Or maybe it will ask for you to give access to something, right? If it is needing. Now, decision making. Here, you decide and it executes the traditional AI. AI agents, it decides how to do its own job. It's one job. And here, agentic AI decides, plan and replan across multiple jobs. So, coaching example I'm giving you, normally, you know, what coaches are doing, asking ChatGPT to write one post or one guide or something, right? In AI agents, a lead scoring bot inside your funnel. And here, agentic AI is about a full mentorship companion running the client journey. I'll show you examples as well. Now, let me show you. So, my own journey from the traditional AI to agentic AI, what I did initially and what I'm doing now, right? So, traditional AI, what happened? Stage one. Even I was putting it like the same thing. I used to give a prompt, right? To write a, LinkedIn post or write an email, one input, one output, right? And it did not had to remember what I did yesterday. So everything was entirely new. And every time I was doing it, it definitely was saving my time, but it wasn't thinking. Correct? Now, stage two, what I did. I created a system. If you remember, I have created a system called Humanized AI pre-selling system, right? I have multiple times, marketed this as well. So this has one job. So it has multiple AI agents, actually. One for creating your client avatar, one for creating your positioning, one for differentiation, one for offer creation. I've created a set of more than 20 AI agents. Every agent is doing one task, and all those custom GPTs or the prompts are inside this humanized AI pre-selling system, right? Now, coming to stage three, some people have used Alok Omni, right? Alok Omni, the strategic companion, authority companion. So Alok Omni is actually the agentic AI. So it is not doing just one job. It is actually doing mentorship. So it is backed with multiple AI agents which have learned multiple skills. So if you go and ask about, to Alok Omni, it will give you all those answered because it has multiple agents inside it working like what I have been doing. Clear? So these are the three clear differentiations. Now, why I have done this? Traditional AI helped me to write faster. That was one job only. And AI agent helped me qualify faster. But AI agent, like what I created, Alok Omni, these have helped me as a mentor at a level I physically could not do it alone. That's why I created this, right? You are very well aware of. Now let's understand it through some graphics, some infographics actually. So let's understand the mechanism. Traditional AI, you give an input, the task is executed and you get an output, right? As simple as that. Agentic AI, you give inputs, it plans output, and then it gives you an output as well. Then it resolves. If there is some problem also, it will resolve on its own. It will replan and re-give the output. So this is a loop. This loop we will keep on going unless and until you say it is right. That is what agentic AI does, right? Now let's understand the anatomy of an agent. What does an agent do? So we talk about agents, AI agents. क्या करता है agent? So there are four pillars of an autonomous system. क्या करता है? There is a brain, which is called the central orchestrator and decision maker. Then there are tools, external APIs or webhooks, and there are so many other things through which it connects to other tools, right? And it has the data access to other tools. Then it has memory, short term and long term. And it is a reflection also. It gives you reflection, output evaluation and self correction. Agentic AI का सबसे अच्छा चीज क्या है ना? Auto correct करता है. If you say this is not right, you don't have to do anything. Just say this is not right. Correct it. It will correct it. So that is an auto correction mode in this autonomous system, right? Now, the build side of it. There are four types of agentic AI engineering. What all of this? Number one, you must have heard this term, prompt engineering, right? Designs what you ask the model. Second is context engineering. Design what is allowed to know. It builds the memory. Harness engineering, it begins what is allowed to do. It builds the tool actually. And loop engineering designs how checks and retries the output. So this builds your reflection. So together, one working AI agent. So all these four are actually multiple agents working together to make an agentic AI, right? That's the difference. Right now, there are different definitions of what is prompt engineering, what is context engineering, what is harness engineering. I don't want to get into the theory part of it. I'm just trying to tell you the actual workflow. So this is the workflow. This is the agentic workflow in action. What it does, when you say, what are my sent emails? Let's say you have trained it. So the brain will plan. It will decide an API. It will pull some API with an email tool, right? And this email tool will select the email APIs and execute the calls, right? And it will keep it in memory. And over the period of time, it will observe and verify if the memory it has created and the output it has created is matching or not, right? If not, you can immediately go and say to correct it, right? So now this is the shift from executing tasks to orchestrating solutions. So the purpose of using AI is to do it faster, easier for us. It is not like we are just giving prompt and we are spending 3 hours and 4 hours doing just one job, right? So the burden of planning, tooling, and verification moves off from you and you are just getting the output, right? Now there are some diagnostic comparison. So you don't have to get into this. Now let me just map my coaching X system. I told you how I have implemented into my system. So understand, this is a case study from my own example, how I have used the agentic loop. So let's say I'm talking about my YouTube channel, a prospect which is watching my short, right? I do create short videos. So the brain will read the signal, watch time, comment, and it will map the bigger video to it, right? I have taught about it in my YouTube classes, right? Tools, routes to the right asset, pinned link, long form video or the DM. Memory, logs where the prospect in the acquisition series. And reflection is, this checks, did this video actually moved it a lead forward, right? इस वीडियो को देख करके क्या कोई आगे दूसरा वीडियो देखा, क्या लीड बनाया? So this is the entire loop which has been created through agentic AI and I'm using it, right? Now, so that is what I'm saying. This coaching X isn't a content calendar. It's an agent wearing a content calendar clothes, planning, routining, remembering, and reconnecting itself one upload at a time. Now, why this is mattering for your coaching business? Because if you are creating your content, you are creating your outreach, you are creating your follow-ups, everything, traditional AI is not capable of doing it. You have to go to the next level of, agentic AI. That's it. So this is what is there in this particular training and I'm done. If you have any questions, now you are most welcome to ask. Dipanshu ji had a question. Tell me, Dipanshu ji, what you have to ask.